up? How y'all doing?
Oh, nice to meet you. Did you walk here?
Yeah, just walk. I did.
Welcome to Philly.
And here we go. Rookie minicamp is officially underway for the Philadelphia Eagles and a bunch of other NFL teams. In this video, we're going to watch a couple of clips from day one, but also break down what to expect for the next couple of days here as we ramp up into rookie minicamp and then get into the real OTAs, mandatory OTAs, training camp, everything. We're going to keep you guys updated with everything throughout the entirety of the offseason. So make sure you guys do me a favor right off the bat and join the family. Also, comment down below who are you most excited to see in this rookie minicamp period. Now, there are a couple of guys who are standing out right away, including Johnny Wilson, the big-bodied wide receiver out of Florida State. The man is a unit, the 6th-round pick. I think he's going to be someone who steps in and makes a name for himself early. Now, again, there's Devontae Smith, there's A.J. Brown, there's Paris Campbell, even Devontae Parker came over here. So I think him getting playing time right away is not going to happen, but he's a guy I would definitely look out for if you're an Eagles fan, if you're going to watch minicamp and training camp. Make sure you keep an eye on him. You also have Aeneas Smith, who I think could be really good as well. He was a 5th-round draft pick at the wide receiver position. But the couple of guys that I really am thinking could be day one contributors, Quinyon Mitchell, the 1st-round pick, and also Cooper DeJean. I mean, once again, Howie Roseman finds a way to make things happen. You bring back CJ Gardner-Johnson. You draft a 1st-round corner who is very, a value pick, I guess you could say, because he went so late, a lot later than a lot of people thought he was going to be, right, or go. Quinyon Mitchell is a dog. He's going to be a day one impactful player. Then you have Cooper DeJean, who's going to help out right away in a bunch of different aspects. Not only as a nickel DB, but can play a little bit of safety, can also play kicker turner, punt returner. Dude, I am so excited, see what some of these guys do here. And again, you look at everything they've done, Jeremiah Trotter, Jalix Hunt. I think even Will Shipley could be a guy that finds his way onto the football field pretty early on in their NFL careers. But I feel like they've just done a really good job. Looking back to last season, their defense was actually one of the worst in the NFL, especially in the passing category, right? They allowed number 32 in pass attempts per game, 30 in pass yards allowed per game, 31 in interception percentage, 24 in sack percentage. This team could not get to the quarterback and create turnovers. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean are guys who can get interceptions. They also have another year of development from Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. I think that is huge. Nakobe Dean looks like he could take a major step up, as well as Nolan Smith off the edge. Man, I am really, truly excited about what the Eagles could potentially do this season in terms of just improving overall. We know how good their offense is. We know how good they are as a team overall. But I think the additions that they made, not only in free agency with, the Paris Campbells and the Devontae Parkers and some other guys as well, Kenny Pickett, right, as a backup quarterback, but I think, the overall aspect, the overall aura of this team is different than they were last season. Obviously, there's a lot of room to improve, but bringing in Devin White, CJ Gardner-Johnson back from Detroit, I think he is going to be a massive pickup for them. We know how good he was a couple of years ago, getting Avonte Maddox healthy, and then you build for the future at the same time. James Bradbury, Darius Slay, aren't the oldest guys in the world, but they are getting up there in age, right? So Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, and then you have Calais Ringo, you have Sidney Brown. They have really a lot of young talent on this football team. Eli Ricks. They are really set up for now and the future, which is the one thing you really look at when you want to see a football team. You want to see built to win now, but also built to sustain success for the future as well. And I think, the Philadelphia Eagles have done a really good job with that. Now, let's actually watch a couple of these plays here. I just want to kind of react to it with you guys because I have not seen this yet, and while it was going on, wasn't really watching it. So this looks like it could be John Ross. Now, let me just do a quick research thing real quick. I believe that this is John Ross, and that is very interesting. John Ross has a ton of speed and is John Ross. So he's back. I believe he retired, and now he's back. This is right there. If you guys saw this dude right here, Johnny Wilson, you can just tell how massive he is 6'6" frame. I mean, dude is unbelievably just a big-bodied guy, right? So I absolutely want to see him, what he can do. We got, who's this? I don't even know who that was. 80? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really excited to see. Was that Paris? That was Paris Campbell, because this is rookie minicamp. So not really too sure who some of these undrafted guys are right now. But again, Johnny Wilson, beautiful. What number is Aeneas Smith wearing? 82. Here's John Ross again. John Ross is, dude, he is lightning quick. So I'm excited to see how they utilize him if he does make the team. Obviously, he might not. But when you look at the depth chart right now with Devontae and AJ and Paris Campbell and Devontae Parker, outside of those guys, they're very, very young. I mean, John Ross will bring a little bit of a veteran presence as well as a very, speed demon, a very fast guy, get behind the defense and make big plays happen. I believe this could be Jalix Hunt. A lot of good things I've heard about Jalix Hunt, the third-round pick this season. Yeah, this guy could be really good. Maybe not now, but you look at where he's going to learn from with Brandon Graham and Bryce Huff and even Joshua and Nolan Smith. I think he can learn a lot from these guys. Here we got 30. That should be Quinyon Mitchell right there. I think he's wearing a 30. So love to see Quinyon Mitchell in his uniform. We see any Cooper DeJean in this video? Maybe not. Maybe no Cooper DeJean. You see some of the coaches. John Ross again. I like with the and Jakeem Grant. That's another thing as well. They brought in Jakeem Grant. So obviously this team is trying to get a little quicker here. These guys do that right away. So definitely want to see if any of those guys can make the team between John Ross and him. Here we go again. Johnny Wilson. I guess he was again, maybe a highlight. A lot of people want to see what he could do. So that's about it. Tomorrow I'll have another breakdown video for you guys. But with that being said, do me a big favor. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, just so we can get this video out to more Eagles fans around the world. But also comment down below, man, who are you most excited to see? Who do you think can be, a very valuable player here for the Eagles? And I also will show you a little bit of this interview as well with Quinyon Mitchell right now.
Yeah, I would say yeah. This is how I normally talk. I'm really excited at the moment. It's not how I handle business situations per se. Had a little slip up, but yeah, that's how I normally am. Player, big pivot, as I said, big guy, things of that nature. But yeah.
He looked at me, he was like, undersized center. We have that in common, and just talked a little bit about football and the guys I'll be facing regularly in our division, and then just said, like, just make sure you're staying in the weight room, you can put good weight on you with your frame of your body. There's places to put weight on and good weight to that muscle, and just wish me good luck. And it was like I said, it was pretty surreal meeting him, and he just said he hopes to be able to help me out in any ways he can, so that'd be pretty cool.
Is there any advice that he's giving you that you think is that's really stuck out when this whole entire process, through the draft process and through here at the practices?
Man, my dad is giving me a lot of advice for sure. But one thing that he's been telling me is you don't want to make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Like when that time comes for them cuts to happen, you don't want the bookmaster to go ahead and come tap you on your shoulder and be like, hey, coach want to meet with you. You know what I'm saying? So really just trying to limit the mistakes, make sure I'm on that playbook every single day, getting into that, gaining trust from, the coaches, the quarterbacks, and stuff like that. But really just being a professional about everything for sure.